Hey everyone, DSDghost here, back with another video for you. Today I'm going to be giving a review on Destiny 2. Today is the day that the early access beta came out for PS4, and I had the privilege of playing it. And I want to give you guys a couple little pointers and some advice before you go ahead and go buy this game. First of all, I'll start off saying if you liked Destiny 1 and you want the exact same game as the first Destiny, then this is your game. If you liked Destiny, but you were looking for something a little bit different, some new stuff, maybe a little bit of a change, then this is not your game. As I played this, nothing is changed. They changed a couple things, they added a little bit of new stuff, but as far as the game itself, everything is the same. Playstyle, the PvE, the PvP is the same. They limited the teams to 4v4 games, but the PvP is exactly the same. PvE is also the same. You know, as I'm talking through this, you could actually see the gameplay of me doing the strike, the only one that's available, and it looks exactly like any other Destiny strike. It is exactly the same. I will go over what we have that's new. Right now I chose a Warlock character, and Dawnblade is one of the new Warlock subclasses. What this does is it allows you to throw a bunch of flaming swords, basically, to put it in layman's terms. Everything's the same as far as your grenades, your healing. This is a little bit new, actually. You could do this thing called a rift. You could do a healing rift, or you could do a damage rift, which is called empowering. Those are new. And then you know, you have your normal glide modes. You then have your hunter. What's new on the hunter is this thing called the Arc Strider. What the Arc Strider does is it gives you a staff that you can whack your enemies with. That's pretty much all that does. Then you have your marksman dodge, gambler's dodge. If you dodge, you can it recharges your melee ability. If you dodge here, it reloads your weapon. Marksman, gamblers, obviously, you can tell the difference there. Same thing with your jumps over here, and then your grenades over here. So nothing that different about the hunter subclass, other than you get yourself a staff. As far as the gear and everything here, it's all the same. And then lastly, you have your Titan class. Now, there isn't much difference on this except the Sentinel, which allows you to have a shield and you run around with a shield, smash people's faces in. You have the Barricade, so you have the Rally Barricade, which instantly reloads your equipped weapon when you take cover. And then you have the Towering Barricade that creates a larger barrier and reinforces your position with cover from enemy fire. So that's what you have on your Titan. If you're looking for different classes, you didn't get them. Still have the Hunter, Warlock, Titan. And that's what you get stuck with. So as you can see, Warlock, Hunter, Titan, those are the three that you get. And that is not changing. So that is your first disappointment in talking about Destiny 2, is the fact that you don't have a different class. You're stuck with the three. They changed some of the subclasses and the, you know, the talents, the skills, things like that. But in layman's terms, they took the shortcut out, and you're stuck with the same classes. Now we're going to look at the PvE. For the beta, we have two different options. You have the quick play competitive multiplayer, it's Crucible, which is capture the flag, basically. Here you can see basically just it's capture the flag. You run around, capture the flag, things like that.
You captured Zone A. You have advanced. Zone A lost.
You then have competitive multiplayer, Crucible, which is similar to search and destroy. You plant the bomb, you either kill the entire other team and win, or you plant the bomb and it goes off, or you never plant the bomb and the other team kills you, lose, things like that. Now, the issue that I have with both of the multiplayer platforms is they're both 4v4, so if you get stuck on a team that really sucks, there is kind of no pull. You know, you're facing a group of 4 essentially by yourself if your teammates suck, and you're kind of stuck. There really isn't no winning for you. Now, the other thing with the PvP is it's exactly the same. The maps are smaller, the teams are smaller, so that is why the maps are smaller. But as far as the PvP goes, it's exactly the same. You have your skills. The competitive, your level advantage will be enabled. The quick play, you know, the level advantage won't be.
Only 1 minute left.
Next, we're going to talk about the PvE aspect of it. Obviously, I only had the chance of using Strike, or doing a Strike. That's the only thing that's open in the beta. And when you watch the gameplay for the Strike, it is exactly the same. You go, you complete the Strike, you get some gear at the end of it, and you call it a day. That could be a little annoying. If you're looking for a game with a new campaign and you're interested in the campaign, obviously you're going to get Destiny 2 and play for the campaign. But if you're trying to look at Destiny for new content, you're not going to get it. It's pretty much the same game, a couple little changes here and there, but it is essentially Destiny. That is it. The complaint that I had while in the beta is I kept getting a lot of the same weapon or gear, so I couldn't really experiment with anything else. The other thing about it is they said that they are going to be changing the patrol, and when you're on the planets, it's going to be bigger planets with a lot of side missions, side quests, which I don't have a chance to actually experience because it's not in the beta. But even with that, are you really looking for a game to just grind out with no real change? Essentially, this is a PvE game. The PvP aspect of it really isn't there. They haven't really explained any kind of difference that they're going to have in the PvP. Now, the campaign obviously is about how the tower gets overrun by the Cabal and it's completely destroyed, and now the cutscene shows that you have no more light, and that is the source of all of these Guardians' power, is their light. So I'm assuming the campaign is going to be focused around them trying to defeat the Cabal, regain their light, and most likely rebuild the tower. But that is what you're going to be getting with the campaign. If you're looking for a new campaign or a game just to play the campaign, that's what you're going to want. But do you really want to spend the $50 to $60 that a new game is going to cost just to play a campaign? From the beta, not that much different. There really is nothing different from Destiny to Destiny 2. That is my outlook on it. If you have any questions about it, or would like to see something else, or want some different content, please feel free to leave a comment below. Hopefully you got some kind of advice from this video. Don't just hop into it, say, oh, everyone's got the beta, let me go pre-order it. Don't do that. A lot of people, they said they got, a bunch of my friends said they went and pre-ordered it and just so they can play the beta, and it's a huge disappointment from my perspective. I'm personally a Division player. I play the Division religiously, but as most of the people who play the Division know, it is a completely broken game. I don't think there's a single thing that works correctly in the Division. And now with the 1.7 patch about to come out and the broken Striker, I was looking for a game that I'd be able to play instead of the Division. And unfortunately, I was looking at Destiny 2 as being that game. And since I played the beta, I am not a huge fan. I don't think this is going to take my time away from the Division, and that's what I was really looking for in a new video game, was something to take my mind off of the Division, and I was hoping Destiny would be it, but because there is no real change, the PvE looks the same, the PvP looks the same, they only made minor differences. It's almost like saying, hey, here's Destiny with a DLC. That's what this feels like. This feels like a DLC where you start from scratch, you get none of your old gear, you start from zero, and you have to regain everything, and you're playing the same game over with a couple different tweaks. So guys, please, 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 take a look at some more gameplay before you go ahead and buy this game. And really think about it. Do you want to buy a $60 game for the campaign? Or do you want to wait and see if they're going to do anything different to it? Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Stick around for some live streams. And I hope to see you on my channel in the near future, guys. Again, leave any comments or questions below. Have a great day.